Yo, what's up, guys? Your boy Strider Chip. I'm back with another one here to bring some brand new content, a brand new way here to talk to you guys about my new deck here, which I call it Critical Hit Gohan. I want to go ahead and give you my thoughts and opinions about the deck, tell you why I chose some of the cards I chose. So right off the bat, just diving right into it. I'm not going to explain much about the leader because you guys already know what some of these leaders do. If you watch the Dragon Ball Super card game, if you play the game, you should already know what these leaders do. So I'm not going to go that much in detail on it. Um, right off the bat, pretty much with this deck here, you can get to at least maybe about 5 to 6 turns, and pretty much the game is going to be a wrap with this deck. I called it Critical Hit Gohan because you're taking advantage of the keywords that are critical when you're awakened. As you can see here, it says pretty much if you remove all 7 Dragon Balls from the drop area, then you pretty much are going to untap 3 energies. Then you're going to gain 15k plus critical, but you're going to take advantage of that last skill, as you just saw, as I just read and saw to you and showed you guys. You're going to take advantage of it with this leader, not leader, but this battle card, the Shinron, the Wish Granter. You're going to lose the last skill. You always will lose the last skill, okay? And what you're going to do is your leader is going to gain another 15k from, it's going to gain another 15k, making it 45k and triple strike. And what you're going to do, you're going to also take advantage of Call of Justice with that as well. And you're going to be swinging multiple times with this leader. And also, you're going to pretty much make sure you also have Shinron, the Figure of Majesty, on this field. You're going to play this by World Peace. You're always going to play this by World Peace. Or at least my understanding. I think that's probably the best way to do it. Play that by World Peace. Then after that, you're going to untap 2 energies. And then pretty much when you remove your Dragon Balls, you're gonna untap 3 more energy, so you're gonna get like maybe 5 energy, 6 energy or so. This is already on the field that you played with for by energy. You untap 2, giving you energy back, and you're gonna remove, getting 3 more back. So you probably be at a total of maybe 5 or 6 energy or so. And yeah, pretty much you're just going for game at that, man. You're swinging with, once again, 45k. Triple strike, critical, and pretty much you might as well call it like maybe a dual attack or a triple attack at that to go for game. Now, don't get me wrong, Hit is in this deck as well. I mean, the deck wouldn't be much without him as well, as you can see. I decided to go with Hit here because I wanted to go ahead and do like some type of burn style to it as well to implement that to the deck. Foreseeing hits, I think it's a good way to evolve into lightning fast hit, because it's pretty much you evolve by turn 5 at that. Then they're taking 2 life if they want to, which is pretty good. I think that's a really good card. Keep in mind, you're gonna play lightning fast hit by hand. You're not playing it by World Peace. You won't do that at all. You're only gonna play World Peace with pretty much with this card. That's all you're really gonna do it for, or you may play that with energy, depending on the situation. That's how you're going to really do it. So let's go ahead and go through the deck. Let's just go ahead and talk about the cards, go more in detail. I know I'm already doing it. So Dependable Mind, Boma. This is another good card. I have it here in this deck for draw power. And also you're going to go ahead and choose one of your battle cards and it's get a 15k power for the duration of the turn. You're going to take advantage of that fact. You're really going to take advantage of it when you have pretty much lightning, not lightning, but foreseeing hit on the field. Now, don't get me wrong. I kind of thought about it here. Thought about this here. I was just thinking maybe I could include a hidden power Zorban and put that in the deck, because you can boost up an attack to that card as well and give it 20k. Once it gets KO'd, then you get to choose one of your opponent's cards and you get to not KO it, but it loses minus 15k to it to get things off the field. That's one thing I like to say with this deck. It's lacking field advantage. It doesn't pop anything on the field. It focuses mainly on attacking your leader. So definitely it's somewhat semi-aggro, or could be aggro. Some of you may define it as like that. So yeah, it's definitely this deck can be pretty aggressive here. My Trust Lackey, another good card. When you play this card, you're going to choose 1 Dragon Ball from your deck. You're adding it to your hand, which is really good. So it's helping you out with seeking the Dragon Balls. Once you play this card on the field, really good card as well. You can use it to boost up buy Boma if you wanted to, and making this 10k, and then you can strike with this as well, just to do a little bit of damage if you want to do that. I don't think that's a bad thing, but you're mainly using this just to look for Dragon Balls. That's all you're doing it for. That's it. That's all you're doing it for. You're not doing it for anything else but that. Perfect. Then we got lightning fast hit. This right here, this is a key factor to the deck because it allows you to look for things. It allows you to see your opponent's hand. That's all you're doing. You're seeing his hand, removing 2 battle cards that's 35k power or less from your hand and sending it to a war. That's very powerful right off the back. This card has gotten a lot cheaper. It's probably like 8, maybe 7, between the $7 to $10 range. On this site, it says it's $36. Yeah, $36. That's what it's saying. But I don't pay attention to that. You want to go to TCG Player, look at the price for it, and you'll see it. But this card, yeah, you get to see the hand. I mean, you've seen their hand, and you're removing 2 battle cards from them so they can't play it. Knowing what they have in their hand pretty much is an advantage. Pretty much knowledge is power in this game. As some people say, I agree. The more you know about it, the better off you know what to do. So that's one good, really good card to have. And this card, Forcing Hit, can also be played with Shenron, the Figure of Majesty, as well. If Shenron of Majesty is already on the field by World Peace, and you haven't came across the Shenron, the Wish Granter, then what you want to do is you're going to go ahead and give Forcing Hit. You want to give him critical, and he gets a 5k boost, making him 25. That's 25 double strike critical, which is really good. They can't that. I mean, you see how good that is. Critical, I like that keyword skill. Critical is really good. It's very crucial. It's very good. Lightning fast hit, another good card. Pretty much you're gonna use that to evolve on top of Foreseeing Hit. That's all you're doing. Evolve on top of it. They're taking 2 no matter what. So let's say, like for example, you use Foreseeing Hit. You attacked him. He didn't out combo it or anything like that. He didn't negate it. He just decides to take the 2. It's great. He decides to take the 2. I'm not mad at that. Then after that, maybe tier 5. You have a lightning fast hit in your hand. This is probably one of your only options that you came across. Since you came across this, you use it. Boom. You take 2. They're taking 2 already. Then you can swing with it. After you swing with it, I mean, he's either going to negate it or out combo it or whatever. You know what I mean? They're losing. Pretty much it. Pretty much is they're losing. That can end the game as well. This lightning fast hit can really end the game well. It's a very good card. Borgos, pretty much you're using this just for draw power. That's all you're doing. Draw power, and you're gonna go ahead and take advantage of this effect here. If your opponent's pretty much has, if they're using Dimension Magic, they're using Whisk Corrosion or whatever you want to call it. They're using Sensu Beam. You know what I mean? They're using any of their auto skills that allows them to untap energy. They're non-awakening skills. They're pretty much taking one of their energies and put it in the drop area no matter what. So this is right here is good. So having multiple of these on the field is pretty good. Well, don't get me wrong. I mean, come on, keep this in mind. I'm not sure how that. If you guys could tell me how this would work, if you had let's say you had a total of 2 Borgos on the field, right? It says automatic once per turn. Now is that automatic once per turn per card? You know what I mean? I don't know. Or is it automatic once per turn just for only 1 card only? I don't know. You guys let me know. Great Saiyaman, another good card. You're going to use that just to combo, draw 1. That's it. And pretty much you're going to have a lot of cards in your drop area, no doubt. Dragon Ball Seeker, Boma. You're looking for a Dragon Ball. Pretty much, you're going to look for Dragon Balls pretty quickly in this deck, very quickly. That's what, when I think about it, yeah, I'm still going to keep Dragon Radar there because you want Dragon Radar to get World Peace. You really want to get World Peace, and you really want to get Call of Justice. Okay, but that you're pretty much once you get this a good hand in this deck, you want to have is Dragon Ball Seeker Boma. My Trusty Lackey is another good card. Then you want to have Borgos in your hands. Well, these cards allow you to draw things. If you have some Dragon Balls in your deck as well, that's more some more good stuff here that allows you to draw more here to it. You draw a lot of cards so you can get the stuff you actually need. This deck definitely could be weak against a Mill deck. It definitely could be weak against Janemba, no doubt, because you're drawing a lot of cards. here. But like I said, keep in mind your goal with this deck is you're gonna be winning at least by turn 5 or 6 at that. That's all you're gonna be doing by turn 5 or 6. With Shinron, Figure of Majesty, uh, this is a good card. You're gonna play this with World Peace only. You're gonna only play that with World Peace. Go back. Sorry about that. You're gonna only play that with World Peace. I mean, you could play with Energy, but I prefer. Let me just say that I think that's better phrasing. I prefer you guys to play that with World Peace, and you're gonna pretty much draw one. Right after you do that, then what you're gonna either do, you're either gonna untap 2 energy, or you're gonna choose your leader or battle card gets a 5k boost and critical for the duration turn. Okay, all right, and most of the time you're gonna usually just untap 2. With the Shinron, the Wish Granter, you want to play this with energy. You don't want to play it with World Peace, because if you play it with World Peace, you can't activate Gohan's Awakening skill by removing all 7 Dragon Balls. So you want to play World Peace. You want to play Shinron, the Wish Granter. You want to play that with energy. Put that on the field. You're gonna draw 2. Okay. Then you're gonna You're gonna choose your leader. It's gonna gain 15k, right? Making it 15k and triple strike. Then you're gonna remove all 7 Dragon Balls, like I told you guys before, right? Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna untap 3 energies. Then you're gonna use Shinron, the Figure of Majesty, untap 2 energies, as I said before, giving you maybe a total of 5 or 6 energies. You're going for game. You got a Gohan that's on the field that's at 45k, critical, triple strike, and you're gonna be taking advantage of Call of Justice. You're gonna make sure you have that in your hand. That's pretty much the major play of this deck. It's gonna allow you to win. You're gonna swing once. You know what I mean? If you have battle cards on the field, you could swing with those just to see what he's going to do. If 4 scenes on the field, you could swing with that just to see what he can do. If he doesn't do too much, if he negates it, that's great. He's wasting energy. The more energy he's going to waste, you know what I mean, the better. I mean, so that's just pretty much me. Yeah, so yeah, man. I mean, that's pretty much the deck. Everything else is self-explanatory. I'm going to go ahead and bring out the deck, make it bigger. It's self-explanatory. I think I explained some of the other Dimension Matic. You guys already know what that is. If you don't know the game, you may want to go ahead and just look into it, but I'll go ahead and zoom into that right now. Dimension Magic, your leader's blue, you're untapping 2. You're giving yourself more energy, which is helpful. Sensu Beam, giving yourself more energy. Untapping 2, 5k boost at that. Call of Justice, your leader is going to be switched right back into active mode so you can swing again. And you're going to use that card typically to go for game. That's what you're doing it for. And pretty much World Peace, which is another good card. Dragon Radar, another good card. You're using Dragon Radar to search for the other card. The Dragon Balls are a good card. Just pretty much once you find it, you put it on the field, you draw another card. You got a lot of draw power with this deck. However, another thing I was going to tell you guys is that I built another version of this deck here with a little bit better cards, with the newer cards that's coming out from Series 6, the Destroyer Kings. I decided to put maybe 3 Super Dragon Balls in this deck, or at least 2. I think that'll be really helpful as well, because then you draw in 4, then you put in 2 cards that you have, so which can be either World Peace that you have, or it can be Figure of Majesty or whatever, or Call of Justice. You putting these cards into your drop area, and then as you know, when you awaken, whatever you may be, you're gaining 1 desire card from there. Then you can use Dragon Radar to probably get some more cards from there too as well. Maybe a total of 2 or more, which is good. Now, like I said, I told you can get to at least maybe 5 or 6 turns. If you're playing Egyptian, you can get to maybe 5 turns, giving you a total of 6 energy. Or so, or maybe even more. So maybe turn 4 if you play 2 ejections as energy. This power combined Kibito. This is I decided to put this as a sideboard to probably deal with things that, let's say, like for example, your opponent's using double strike, furthering destruction Champa, or hidden power East Supreme Kai, or whatever they're using those cards. You're using that to get the double strike away. You know what I mean? To not deal with that double strike. They're putting it back in their hand and then using it for later. And Kami Global Fire, Global Unifier, pretty much you're just using that to get things off the board. That's all you're doing. If you notice with this deck, it doesn't have a lot of stuff that resets the board or removes whatever's on the board. It doesn't necessarily do that with this deck. You don't necessarily see that at all. I think that would be one card that'd be pretty helpful. So far, so good with this deck. I like how it is. You guys tell me what you think. Pretty much at that. Comment, rate, subscribe. More content is coming soon, guys. Please give me comments. Please subscribe to the channel, guys. I really will. I mean, the more people subscribe to the channel, the more content I'm just dishing out. The more and more of it I'm dishing out. I'm going to be dishing out a whole bunch of more Dragon Ball Super content, more Dragon Ball Fighters content, some more video game content at that. You know, Dead or Alive 6 is coming out here on March 1st, which I'll be, playing some videos of that as well. And we have Devil May Cry 5, which I did talk about in the past. Didn't give a lot more opinions about that as of yet here. I mean, that's something I can't do. I am kind of, that's something I have been thinking about. But anyway, guys, I'm just going to go ahead and cut this video short. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Comment, rate, subscribe, and peace.